This tribute also revealed something deeper about Kelly Ripa. Her ability to lead with empathy, to honor others without overshadowing them, and to speak from the heart without theatrics reinforced why audiences continue to trust her. She didn't seek attention, she gave it. And in doing so, she strengthened the bond between herself, Ryan, and the millions who have watched them for years. More than television. In the end, this was more than a television moment. It was a reminder of what authenticity looks like in a public space. Kelly Ripa's tribute to Ryan Seacrest didn't rely on sadness or shock. It relied on truth. And that is why it moved so many people. Sometimes, the most emotional moments are not about loss, but about appreciation expressed before it's too late. As the cameras slowly pulled back and the moment came to a close, one feeling lingered in the air: gratitude. Not the kind that demands attention, but the quiet kind that settles into the heart and stays there long after the lights go down. Kelly Ripa didn't need dramatic words to make her message clear. Her tribute to Ryan Seacrest wasn't about endings or goodbyes. It was about acknowledging something meaningful while it still existed. A bond built on trust, consistency, in years of shared mornings that viewers welcomed into their homes every day. For the audience watching, this moment felt deeply personal. It reminded us of the people in our own lives who show up without being asked, who carry the weight quietly, and who rarely hear the words they deserve to hear out loud. Kelly's honesty transformed a television segment into a human moment, one that crossed screens and reached hearts. Ryan Seacrest's calm presence, his quiet reaction, and the respect shared in that space spoke just as loudly as any words. Sometimes appreciation doesn't need an answer, it only needs to be felt. And as the show moved forward, the message remained clear. Gratitude matters most when it's spoken before time moves on, not after something ends, not when it's too late, but in the moment, while the people who matter are still there to hear it. Because in the end, the most emotional days aren't defined by loss. They're defined by love, respect, and the courage to say thank you when it truly counts. It was one of those rare television moments that felt less like a broadcast and more like a shared human experience. On a day that viewers expected routine smiles and familiar banter, Kelly Ripa instead delivered something far deeper, a public tribute to Ryan Seacrest that left audiences stunned, emotional, and quietly reflective. The atmosphere was different from the very beginning. Kelly's voice carried a softness, her expressions revealed restraint, and her words carried the unmistakable weight of gratitude, memory, and respect. What unfolded was not just a tribute, it was a moment of honesty that reminded viewers why these two television icons have remained so deeply connected to audiences for decades.
Kelly Ripa and Ryan Seacrest share a professional history that goes far beyond scripted moments and studio lights. Their journey together has spanned years of early mornings, live broadcasts, unexpected challenges, and countless unscripted memories that only those inside the world of live television truly understand. Kelly did not speak as a co-host delivering a prepared segment. She spoke as someone reflecting on a meaningful chapter of her life, one shaped by teamwork, mutual respect, and shared responsibility. Her tribute did not rely on grand statements. Instead, it focused on quieter truths: consistency, kindness, and dedication. These were the qualities Kelly chose to highlight, making the moment feel genuine rather than performative.
As Kelly continued, viewers noticed subtle changes, pauses between sentences, a measured tone, and moments where emotion clearly surfaced beneath her composure. This was not rehearsed television. This was real. She spoke about mornings that began before sunrise, about moments of laughter behind the scenes, and about the trust required to sit beside someone live on air, day after day, knowing millions are watching. Ryan Seacrest, long known for his calm professionalism, was honored not just as a broadcaster, but as a presence, someone who brought steadiness to chaos and grace to pressure-filled moments. Fans watching at home sensed it immediately. Social media filled with reactions describing the tribute as unexpected, beautiful, and heartbreaking in the best way.
What made this moment resonated wasn't sadness alone. It was recognition. Recognition of effort that often goes unseen. Recognition of partnership that grows quietly over time. Kelly didn't frame Ryan as flawless or distant. Instead, she highlighted humanity, the shared exhaustion, the shared responsibility, and the shared understanding that comes from working side by side for years. In a world of fast news cycles and fleeting attention, this tribute slowed everything down. It asked viewers to pause and remember that behind every polished broadcast are real relationships built on trust. Fans react. This felt personal. Almost instantly, fans reacted with overwhelming emotion. Comments poured in describing how the tribute felt personal, even to viewers who had never met either of them. Many longtime fans reflected on how Kelly and Ryan became part of their daily routines, voices heard during breakfast, familiar faces in quiet mornings. For them, this tribute felt like saying goodbye to an era, even if nothing officially ended. Others praised Kelly's honesty, noting how rare it is for public figures to express appreciation without spectacle. The emotional response wasn't driven by shock, it was driven by sincerity.
Kelly Ripa took time to acknowledge Ryan Seacrest's unwavering professionalism. In an industry defined by unpredictability, she emphasized his reliability, someone who showed up prepared, respectful, and committed even on difficult days. She spoke about how live television offers no second chances, mistakes are public, emotions are visible, and yet Ryan consistently brought calm to the room. This acknowledgement resonated strongly with viewers who understand the pressures of demanding careers. The tribute became relatable not just to fans of entertainment, but to anyone who has relied on a colleague during high-pressure moments.
What made this moment extraordinary was Kelly's choice to express gratitude publicly, without obligation, without trauma, and without hidden agendas. In an industry often dominated by competition, her words served as a reminder that appreciation does not weaken professionalism, it strengthens it. She didn't speak about achievements alone. She spoke about presence, about showing up, about supporting one another quietly when cameras are off. That message struck a chord far beyond the studio. While Ryan Seacrest did not interrupt or shift focus, his reaction spoke volumes. A calm nod, a restrained smile, and moments of visible reflection made it clear that the tribute was deeply felt. There was no need for words. The silence carried its own meaning. Viewers noted how rare it is to see such raw mutual respect displayed so simply on live television. It wasn't dramatic, it was dignified. Television history is filled with memorable moments, but only a few endure because they feel real. This tribute stands among those moments, not because it marked an ending, but because it honored a journey. Kelly Ripa reminded viewers that success isn't measured only in ratings or awards. It's measured in relationships built over time, in trust earned quietly, and in gratitude expressed sincerely. That lesson lingered long after the broadcast ended.